Hey, deserving listeners, 90 Day Fiancé, let's watch. My name is Dr. Kirk Honda. I'm a therapist and a professor. As with all of my content on the internet, I might get into some triggering material, so watch with care, truly. All right, let's watch.
तो वही रीजन है कि उसको लग रहा है कि वो नहीं सो पाई रात को।
लेडीज हुए हम लोग भी ना, उल्टी करने की आवाज आती है वो भी नहीं थी। एक बार लूज मोशन होने से जेनी की हालत खराब हो गई। हम लोगों को अगर 3, 4, 5 भी हो जाता है ना, तब भी हम ठीक रहते हैं, कुछ नहीं।
Okay, I don't understand what's happening right now. So Sumit informed the parents that Jenny is very sick and couldn't sleep and is trying to recover in her room and can't join them for breakfast. And the mom is upset, thinking that it's disrespectful, which shouldn't surprise us. The mom looks literally for anything that would be of concern and points to it and, exaggerates it. But I don't understand her argument. Maybe there's some kind of translation issue there. She's saying, if I have, 3, 4, 5 bouts of diarrhea, I'm fine. I bounce right back. Okay. Good for you. But maybe Jenny isn't bouncing right back. Is it okay for her to be sick? You want her to sit out with you while she, is suffering? Why do you care?
सारा काम संभालते अपना, बिस्तरे में नहीं पड़ते। मैं तुम लोगों के लिए यहाँ कि कुछ सिखा सकूँ उसे। अरे सुबह सुबह कितना काम है, करवाना है, वो आराम से सो रही है।
मैं देखो।
Oh, right. So this fits into her narrative that she's there to teach Jenny how to be a proper wife, proper daughter-in-law, and proper daughters-in-law don't take breaks. They do not take time for themselves. They grin and bear it. So the mom is trying to make that point, which I find to be ridiculous. And what people will comment below and email in and inform me about is that in Indian culture, it's extremely different than Seattle culture. And it's hard for me to understand the mom's motivations. But from the culture that they're in, it's extremely normal, the way that the mom is acting. It's extremely normal to really do everything in your power to stop a relationship between two people with such an age difference. And it's very normal to expect the daughter-in-law to become essentially a servant to the family. So they're within the norm of their culture. I've been saying also from the beginning that the dad is also operating from that culture, but he seems a little bit more flexible and less harsh, I guess would be the word for it. So I wonder if the mom is taking it a little too far for reasons that are particular to her personality. The other hypothesis I've been throwing out there is that the mom early in her life felt the oppression that was constant, that was going on in her family and the culture and her relationships. And she had to give up something. She said, okay, fine, I'll give in to this. Because presumably the mom had to become a servant to her husband's family. And that's not going to be very fun for anyone, right? And so the mom is burdened with that, burden, decade. And then finally it's like, okay, my sons can now get married and I can pass the baton to someone else so I can finally relax. But my son married someone that's older than me, who doesn't even really see the world and so I'm going to have to continue to be a servant to everyone around me in my family. No. We could if you put enough pressure on the mom, we could understand that, she would have a lot of anger and a lot of desperation to pass that baton.
सच बताओ, मेरे को लगता है कि शायद वो बीमार है।
उठाना पड़ेगा।
क्या पता, आप भी नहीं सोए तो।
क्यों, अंदर जाके पूछेंगे, किस से भी पूछना।
I had to say, just from my cultural understanding, there's so many things about this mom that I would just be like, get the F out of my house. You cannot tell me, you can't talk to me like that. You can't tell me what to do in that tone of voice. And if I'm sick and I'm trying to sleep, you can't demand that I get out of bed. Like, I'm not a slave. You can't do that to me. And, you know, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out of my door. Like, just get out. That's so, I hope that they don't do it. I hope they don't wake her up. That's awful.
कैसी हो?
Do feel good.
क्या हुआ?
I don't know. Soon after I came to bed, I woke up and I had to go in the bathroom and started having loose motion all night long. And then all of a sudden I started throwing up too. So,
I mean, it sounds like she needs medical attention. I had a case of that once when I was traveling. And later on, someone said, like, you could have died. I mean, what you're describing and what she's describing is, you know, it's concerning. You can get dehydrated. There could be something else going on. So the fact that this is going to head in a direction of, we came here to teach you so much, so get out of bed so I can teach you. It's like, come on.
हम तो इतना कुछ सिखाने आए थे, योगा सिखाना था, बहुत काम करवाना था, और आप
She's saying we came here to teach you a lot of stuff.
सब कुछ सिखाना है, आप सो रहे हो बड़े आराम से, लग तो नहीं रहा बीमार हो.
They are saying that you don't look
sick. How are you? What are you supposed to look like in the process of, you know, something happening? That's the only way. It's like, okay, Mom, how about you just hang out in the bathroom and you'll see how sick I am in about 10 minutes. Like, I don't know. There's this. I mean, I just wish Jenny had her daughter sitting right there on the bed, because her daughter would be like, y'all need to get out of this room right now. This is ridiculous. My mom is sick. And even if she is mildly sick, she deserves to recover. She's not your effing servant. So get out of this house.
खड़े हो, चलो.
Can I take a bath? Maybe I'll feel better then.
Okay. Take a bath.
Yeah, I get so triggered by this, honestly. The way that they treat her. I think it's the feminist in me or something like this. It's this general attitude of, you will serve. You will wake up regardless of how you're feeling, and you will make breakfast for us, and you will smile, and you will do everything that we tell you to do, and you aren't allowed any kind of autonomy. And I get that this is culturally normal, but not okay. Like, it's just now on one level you can just say, well, you know, maybe the mom's trying to help, or maybe she is lazy and she does need someone to kind of tell her that she can't be that lazy, or I don't know. Maybe it's some other narrative that makes more sense or is less triggering to me, or I don't know.
इंतजार कर रहे हैं बाहर.
Waiting
आपका.
for you.
Oh my God. Seriously? I mean, now I'm mad as hell because I am sick. I am so insulted by that. I find it disrespectful. I would never do that. Not to.
Yeah, and I have to say, if I were Jenny, I'd be like, Sumit, you can go too. If you're not gonna defend me, I'm sick. I don't feel well. I just want to lay in bed for. Is that okay? Is that okay with the world that I am allowed to be sick and kind of recover? Is that all right with my husband, with my fiancé? Is that all right with everybody?
वो उसको सिखाना, ठीक है?
छोड़ने वाली तो नहीं, उसको सिखा के ही जाऊंगी. आई हूँ तो बिल्कुल ठीक है. कहा चलो उठो, कुछ करो. जिस काम के लिए मैं आई हूँ उसे करके ही जाऊंगी.
And honestly, even if she's not sick, she has every reason to avoid her. So even if she was looking for an excuse, I think she's completely valid in saying, you know, I'm going to use this as an excuse so I don't have to deal with that mother-in-law.
फिर हम कब तक इंतजार कर रहे हैं इसका?
All right, well, that does it for that episode of Psychology in Seattle. If you want to join the conversation, you can comment below. I do episodes in which I will respond to people's comments. Also, you can join the Discord and the subreddit and the Facebook and the Instagrams and all that kind of stuff. It's great when I see people supporting each other in those areas and asking questions, getting answers, that kind of thing. It's wonderful to see a community building of people who care about each other. And everyone out there, please take care of yourself and take care of each other, because we all deserve it. We really, really do.